Yo, I'm Jeff. This is Eli. This is his pup. And we're going to talk about it today on Mini Garage. So with me today is my buddy Eli Bell. This is his, 91? 90 Isuzu Space Cab that has been cut to holy hell. And we've got the Mazda out of the garage, getting ready to send the bed to paint. And so we're going to work on something else. And so I thought, what better truck than to kind of get Eli back on track with his Space Cab. And, this whole show is about getting people to help each other out. And Eli helps me out, so I'm going to help him out. Starting to get cold out here, you could see my breath as I'm, I don't know if you can see that on there or not, but we got a little space heater going out here, but we're still trucking. And, that's kind of the game plan. So, Eli, you want to tell us about your truck at all?
So it's a 1990 Isuzu Space Cab. Bag body dropped. It's meant to lay rockers. Pinch molds are still on it.
Well, how are you going to lay the rockers if the pinch molds are on it?
Well, it's got to be driving to get shit off.
All right.
But it's a factory 2.6, nothing special. I did convert it to a right-hand drive. Got that done, and
so wait a minute. You converted it to right-hand drive, and you just pulled the steering wheel off and said, "I'm going to move it over here."
Yes.
Well, no. I mean, these guys want to know, like, how easy is that?
So it takes a trip on your honeymoon to Australia, and getting a front firewall cut clip, and then shipped over. That's what it.
So you've got a whole clip underneath it now that's right-hand drive, shipped from Australia on your honeymoon. I'm sure Desi wanted to go out to Australia just to go buy truck parts.
She gave me 2 days. 2 days to get this. So I had 2 days. Basically, I had a buddy in Australia. He helped me. He sent it to a company that actually cut it down, boxed it up, and basically shipped it to me. I did it all by myself. I didn't have a middleman or anything. So it went well. You hear horror stories of people doing it and customs holding on to it. The biggest issue I've came across is everything being itemized in that box or container or vehicle, whatever you have.
Right.
It's the way to do it. Itemize everything.
And now you know this because you don't have just this clip. You have something else.
Yes. I do. My daily is a 1990 Holden Rodeo crew cab, right-hand drive from Australia. And that was another trip that I took the time to import over.
So you second trip to Australia?
Yes.
Well, it must be nice to be a baller.
It's just a tight wad. You ask my family, I'm tight in my money.
All right, so what are we gonna do with the pup? What else? So we've got the right-hand drive, and that's all hooked up and ready to go. I see that you started on the inner fender wells, and not just cut out and put some trailer fenders in like a lot of people are doing. You've actually got the factory sheet metal, and I see you've sectioned it and moved it up. So we're gonna finish that up and get those buttoned up?
Yes. When I first got the truck, the fenders were cut out partially, and with these vehicles, you have a lot of
What the
I know. Vacuum lines and relays and all that crap. 90s are notorious for it. So having all those, you can't really. Ideally, you're setting it up for factory look, right? Once you can start getting that set up, then you can start moving components and getting rid of and deleting that shit. But as of right now, I've always liked the factory look. The more you get to know me, I like the factory look with little tweaks here and there. Trailer fenders are an eyesore to me. Nothing against anybody that has done it, but when you go the extra mile to go full-blown paint and all that stuff, trailer fenders seem to be the easiest way out.
All right.
I don't like it personally.
Okay, and I get that.
Yeah.
But you just said to me that you like a factory look.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if how many of you people out there know his Dakota with the Navigator taillights in it, That was not a factory look. It was the farthest thing from a factory look I've ever seen.
Well, that's when I first started into the scene and stuff. So
Okay, so now you've refined yourself.
yes.
You get finer with age.
Yes.
Okay.
Just like mine.
Just
Better
like
with age.
better with age. All right. So we want to keep this as close to factory looking as we can.
Yes.
With all the changes.
Mm-hmm.
I see it's got some different looking A-arms under there. What are those?
So those A-arms, I'm not even 100% sure, but I think Tom from Doghouse Custom from way back in the day fabbed those up.
Okay.
They are not kosher. They are just there for what I have right
Okay.
now.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
I'm not trying to bang on anybody or
Yep.
anything, but so they're not going to stay in there.
No.
You're
I
gonna
do
something.
have Chetris design upper control
Okay.
arms. If anybody's got his factory lower ones, I'm looking for a set. So.
Or hey, Chad, hook us up with some arms, man.
But that's where I'm going. I know they are compatible and will work for a 20-inch wheel setup, which I'm going for.
Right.
So, but as of right now, it's just slowly moving forward with the inner fenders. Once that's done, then moving on to whatever else comes up.
So we'll get all the front sheet metal lined back up, get
Yes.
the inner fenders in.
Yes.
Then we'll move to the back, and I know that you've got it set up right now with some link bars, and you were talking about a Watts link. Are we still going to go that direction with it?
Ideally, with the amount of room that we have in the back, I'm limited on space. Watts Link is where I'm at. I'm not the guy that can sit there and visualize everything.
Okay.
It takes me a while to figure the Watts Link has been, I don't know, probably 2-3 year idea
no,
for
you've
me
been
to
talking
get
about
the-
it for like 6 or 7. I know
Yeah.
that. My question is, and I've read some more of that Max Fish book, and I'm thinking about some different stuff. So
Yes.
so maybe we'll end up drawing something different before we get to that point.
Yes. I mean, as of right now, the Watts Link, ideally, the mounting points for the bars are inside the notch because the notches are.
It's bigger than.
It's a big notch for what the truck
Okay,
is. So,
alright.
and we'll get into that, and you'll see where or what I'm talking about in that.
All right.
So-
Cool. Anything else done to this thing that you want to bring up, or it's all factory?
It's all factory.
No.
Yeah, it's all factory.
How come the factory doors were shaved? If you were all factory.
Well, that's how it came. It came shaped.
Oh, so you can change the doors?
Good possibility, maybe. I don't know. Time will tell.
I mean, I like subtle changes,
Yes.
and I dig the truck. I know you've had it a long time. How are you gonna deal with the big hole in the roof? That's not factory either.
That's staying.
That's staying.
I do like that. That is the subtle change. And most people say it's a big change, but it's a subtle change that has grown on me. We live in Oregon where it rains. But at the same time,
You want a sliding rag?
I like to slide around.
All right.
So,
Well, tell me about the 20s. What are these big shiny things?
so 20s, they're off of a Infiniti QX56. There was actually a funny story on that. They wanted like, I think it was about almost $1,500 for them originally.
Well, that seems reasonable, unless if you're rich.
Well, rightfully so when you live in the West Hills where they were at. So I watched them. I sold, originally I had 1820 combo billets on it.
Yeah, I like those a lot.
Billets hate me, I hate them right now. Or it's a work in progress. Let's put it that
They
way.
were
with
really
billets.
cool looking wheels.
They were so cool. Sold them to a Bush, which, some of you guys know and we know. He sold them to a guy in Hawaii. Come to find out they were cracked.
Oh,
We didn't know that they were cracked.
well, I guess I'm glad I didn't buy them.
Yeah. So, I sold them to Bush, and at the time I offered the lady $800 for the rims. She called me at work, and she's like, with tears in my husband's eyes, he accepts your offer. And it was kind of a weird conversation, the way it went down, and it wasn't like a normal conversation. So I went to go pick him up, found out they were in the West Hills. She was from Estonia and he was from Austria, and during that time we were planning on our second trip to Australia. So come to find out, you know, I don't like to declare things. I don't want people in my business when I do things. So come to find out that there's a way to go through customs without declaring anything. So I was able to carry cash on me and come through customs and not have anybody worry about it.
Wow.
So, and that's how I was able to drag the Holden home.
All right, well, I think that should about wrap it up for the intro into the Isuzu. We'll start getting after it. So for this episode of Mini Garage, I think that's it. We're out!
Hey, I'm Ron, and that was Mini Garage. Before you take off, don't forget to hit up the website, HammeredWeekendWear.com, where we have hats like these, banners like those, stickers, and all the swag you need to support our show. Thanks for tuning in.